Hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been online or I haven't been active for a while. I have been caught up with other few things that needed my attention. But I am really excited to be back and I'm planning to stay consistent from now on. Okay. Now in today's session, this is going to be a exciting one because we haven't done this or this kind of session in our channel at all. This is the first time that we are doing. And this particular topic that we are going to explore is the Power Automate. Now, most of you all already know what is Power Automate and etc. But there may be some people who may need some help on understanding what is this and just the brief about what does this particular tool does, right? And for those who don't know about it, I recommend you to go through the Microsoft Power Automate platform, the courses. They have a very informative courses and certification is also provided over there. So encourage you to go through them. Meantime, I'll provide a couple of minutes. I'll explain about what is Power Automate, what are its benefits. That way, it will give you an idea about this particular tool and how to use this tool, then you can take the rest of the courses from Microsoft itself, right? So the Power Automate. The Power Automate is a powerful automation tool which is provided by Microsoft. Now, what it does, it's like any other automation tool. Its task is to save the manual, repetitive task time and convert them into an automated, right? So its benefits, like I mentioned, saves the time, increases the productivity and efficiency. The very or the what this particular Microsoft bring into the table compared to the other things is that my general observation is that since it is provided by Microsoft itself, the ability to connect to the other services that is provided by Microsoft with my Power Automate is very fast, right? And it is very easy also. And other aspect would be it's a like they say, this Power Automate is a beginner friendly tool. Basically, you don't need to know high level of coding languages like we have in the market. If you know a little bit of coding languages, just the basic informations of what are there for each, so and so forth. Those kind of information, if you know about how the coding is done, then yeah, this is very easy for you to get acquainted with, right? So now in this session or in today's sessions, I'm going to walk you through practical use cases. That's what I do in my channel. I usually go through only the practical or scenario based use cases. I don't usually go through series courses because you already get that in your respective their own pages, right? So, for example, Microsoft provide you the courses from their end. UiPath provides you courses from their end. Automation Anywhere provides you the courses from their end. So it's no use for me to explain the same thing again and again. So, but that's why my main focus is on help you out with the scenario based. That is where those things comes into your organized. I mean, when you work on it, such kind of scenario based, you may end up in your organization. This is where you can find your solution. So that is what my page is all about. Okay. Now, the scenario that I'm going to talk about is the how to download an attachment from an email, basically Outlook email we are talking about over here, and upload it into a OneDrive. So you can do it in the shared points. Since I don't have the shared points, etc., I have limited accesses to Microsoft Office 365. So I'm gonna upload it into my OneDrive. Okay. Now, before we go into technical aspects of it, I request you to, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe to my channel. And while you do that, while you were at it, just give a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to hit that bell icon and so that you don't miss the updates from this channel. Okay. So let's begin with our use cases for today's use cases and explore the Power Automate together. Now, here is the thing that I won't be stopping only one of the solution. I'll be creating multiple series of use cases. Okay. So this is the first use cases that we are going to talk about. Now, I'll be switching to Edge. Now, here, just search on Power Automate. You see, I have already searched it. Just I searched on a Power Automate. You ended up with first URL. Just click on the first URL. The URL would be make.powerautomate.com. Okay. As soon as you land to it, you end up into this is the uh, home page that you end up with. In your organization level, if you are using this is my personal account, which is not an organization level. So I have very limited options for the since I haven't opted any premium or purchased any premium licenses. I have very limited options over here. But as soon as for you, as soon as you open this makepowerautomate.com, you end up, if you're opening it for the first time, you end up with the prompt of selecting your region. Okay, select that region as per where you are. For example, I'm in India, so I'm going to select it as India or Asia Pacific, something like that, which is near to your region, which you see in your um, options. Okay. Once you do that, you will have, sorry, sorry about that. Once you land into homepage, you have these many options that are available in your left side. Okay. So click on my flow. Now, in my flow, you see there is one I have created. This is some test or something. Ignore this. This was I was doing some what do we say? Exploring Power Automate solution on one of my projects. So you can ignore this. But you see here tabs, Cloud Flow, Desktop Flow, shared with me. Shared with me. Like I said, I don't have premium, so I won't be able to explain it on this. But Desktop Flow is that the Power Automate have two things. One is cloud part, another one is desktop. So we will go this about this in next other upcoming series. But for now, we will focus on cloud flow. Okay. In the cloud flow, you have these many options. Okay. You can start from, build from the blank, which are automated cloud flow. That means, like, for example, just to give you an example, a file is being placed in SharePoint. Now you need to trigger as soon as a file is being placed on the particular point, SharePoint. So this is where you get to use such kind of a flow. And then instant cloud. So whenever you want to, it's a manual based trigger. So you have to manually trigger them. And then this is schedule cloud. This is basically you can schedule it between, say, from 11 p.m. to 6 p.m. 6 a.m. IST. This process should run. So that time it will trigger. Okay, this is desktop flow again. We can explore this later in upcoming series. As for now, I'm gonna go with only schedule. Now you need to give your proper naming convention. Make sure have a proper naming convention to ensure that you're following all the best practices. So for me, what we are talking about today, the use cases is that uh, attachment transfer process, right? That's what we are going to do. Basically, we download the attachment from PDF, from email, and then we move it into a OneDrive. So this is a manual trigger flow create. Okay. So again, if you're doing it activity through your organization level, that would be more latest version. In that, you may end up having a two options. This is the classic flow. There is one more flow that you get is the what is that, modern, or yeah, modern flow. something like that. Okay, so the modern flow is a bit enhanced version. This is classic flow. The way that you look at the look and feel is the difference. That's all. I prefer classic one. If you prefer with the modern, you can go with the modern. The only the difference is that the look and feel. That's it. You can switch. I think here you get in the top right corner, you get the option to switch on and off between the modern and classic. Okay, and uh, before we proceed further, if you're hearing some background noises, please do ignore it. There is some construction is going on, so I can't help it. I try to suppress the background noises as much as possible, but I'm not able to. I'm not sure if you're hearing the background noises. Okay, now we are done. Let's get back to the activity or the task that we need to complete. So, like I mentioned, it's an Outlook. Now, this is my Outlook. You can just ignore this. These are the 5 attachment emails that I have sent to myself. Now, Outlook. I'm just going to search Outlook. You have Office 365 Outlook and Outlook.com. So for me, like I mentioned again, I have very limited access because I do not have premium. But in your organization, but in your organization, if you have a if you're doing this in your organization level account, then you can go with Office 365. Okay. But for now, I'm going to go with the Outlook.com. Now I need to use what? Get emails, which is this one. This is inbox. So basically, emails are in my inbox. So inbox. I don't need to give to and everything. But if you have any restrictions of from whom you need to download the email attachments, you can mention them. From and then I mean from and to you can mention it. Only fetch, yes. Only fetch under emails. Include attachment, yes. Top you can change. So the maximum number you can give is the 25. Okay. Now once that is done, what I'll do is that I need to create file, right? So let's search on OneDrive. This is my OneDrive account. Now create file. Now over here, I need to provide the path. So I have already created my OneDrive account. Let's search OneDrive, right? I'll show you. In my files, there is a folder, attachment folder. In this attachment, we are going to upload the files. That's what the requirement is for me. Okay. Now let's get to the Power Automate root. Oh, sorry. Just select the folder and this path attachment. Okay. Now file name, I don't know, right? I need to get it from the email. But if you see, this is a mail ID, right? This is, we are asked to give file name. So file name is not here. If you see here, it's not here. So how to get that file name? So to get that file name, again, I need to do a control condition. You see, go to, oh, sorry, not this condition. Let me delete it. Control, under control, you see apply for each. Now we need to apply for each. There should be value. So this is a get email of body or a value. From this, we need to move this inside this. Okay. Now if you see here, attachment ID is there, attachment name is there. Now, if I do attachment name, again, what is going to happen? I'll show you. Another for each on its own, it got created, right? Now, this is a current item of this one. This is what it mentioned. Here, attachment content, right? Again, for each loop got created, right? Let's do one thing. Let's delete this. Sorry. Let's move this again up because if you see item of application for each two, item of application, right? So basically, we are looping multiple times on the same content. That's not needed. Multiple for each loop is not needed, right? See, item of name, item of content byte. That's all we are looking into. Now, this is the item application. Sorry, applied to each. Now we are done. Now that's all we need to do. We are done. Let me save and let me run this. Okay. Now it gets signed in since I'm using uh, sign in. I mean, got signed in, and it is not premium or business. That's why those things comes up. That's okay. It's a one-time thing. Now you may see some issue. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is where I wanted to make this as failure to let you know why it got failed. That's where I'm coming to. So in here you see execution failed, action applied to for each to fail. The resulting for it. Okay, so the issue is with the for each loop. What we have to give is wait. I'll show you. If you see here, attachments of attachment ID, right? So that means attachment is again an array. You know, so to work on such things, what we need to do is let me open an Excel or any Word document also fine, Notepad also fine, anything is fine. I'm just going to open an Excel file. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I'll paste this. Um, just a second. Yeah, let's go back. Wait a second. The attachments in here. Yep. Yep. Sorry. Instead of doing that, I can just select the attachments. So what I was trying to do basically is that it's not, this is what I'm trying to, oh, my bad. What did I do? Control Z. Sorry. My laptop is new, so it's acting strange. I need to get acquainted with my laptop. Anyway, so I was trying to rewrite this thing, attachments, because like I mentioned, attachment is an array. So we need to specify where we are exactly pointing to, because otherwise, what is going to happen? It will loop through each and every thing that is there under values, right? So we don't want that. We just want to focus on attachments. That's it. So that's where we are going into. Now we are done. Let's save this. Let's test it again. Just to show you, if this doesn't have anything, if you see it doesn't have anything, run, done. This should run without any issues right now. I mean, for now, let's, yep, your flow ran successfully, right? So let's go and see my attachment folder. All the attachments that were there in the int has been moved to the OneDrive. So you can, instead of OneDrive, you can have it as a SharePoint. So for SharePoint, you have to look for SharePoint activity. That would be SharePoint. Just search on SharePoint. See SharePoint activities. You see these things. You can use create file. Okay. I don't have an account in the SharePoint. That's why I have a problem. I mean, I couldn't use the SharePoint to show you an example. But instead of OneDrive, you can just use the SharePoint that I'm showing. This one. Okay. That should work fine for you. Everything else remains the same thing for you. Okay. So this is the attachment transfer process. And with that, I would like to thank you for being here. And Again, a quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe to it. And while you are at it, just hit a thumbs up and click on a bell icon so that you don't get a you don't get to miss the any updates that in future that are coming. Yeah. Stay tuned for next video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye.